Hi, this is David Davis from Actual Tech Media. We're here at Wheela's headquarters in Silicon Valley, and I'm excited to be joined by Mr. Chachi Kwan. He's the CEO of Wheela. How you doing, Chachi?
Pretty good. How are you, David?
I'm great. It's great to be talking with you again. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about application-centric hybrid cloud migration. I mean, so many companies out there, they want to move to the public cloud, or really essentially have a hybrid cloud is what they're trying to do. But there's a lot of questions, a lot of confusion, a lot of complexity around, well, which applications should we move? How should we size them? How do we plan this? Is the performance going to work? So I wanted to talk to you, being an expert on this topic, about what they need to do. What are the steps, in your opinion, that they should take before they move applications to the public cloud?
Absolutely. Hey, David, thank you for the opportunity. Yes, we've been dealing with our clientele in terms of helping them and assisting them in moving into hybrid cloud or public cloud environment. So the way that we go through the process are actually just 1, 2, 3 to simplify it. Number one is to understand your current private data center. What is your current data center privately consists of? What are the services? What are the application? In the exact term, what are the application dependencies? To deliver one service, it usually consists of multiple application servers. That's usually the first step. So understanding that, how your current private cloud deliver the service, 47, for example, application servers deliver one service, and that's one thing you first need to understand. And then after that is planning on how do you gonna migrate this 47 application server that deliver one service into the public cloud. And then that planning process involves identifying all the interconnection dependencies, the firewall intricacies of all these application servers, resource consumed on the spreadsheet, automatically generated, so it doesn't cost you a lot of time, tedious work, day and night to do that. And lastly is after that planning phase, step number 3, you are partially or all migrated into the public. You still have something in your private data center. For a long period of time, you'll be hybrid environment. Monitor them as one single entity. And then the monitoring with single pane of glass is something we call step number 3.
Excellent. So, I mean, so many companies out there, like you said, they just don't even know what they have in their current data center. Maybe they just started at that company. Maybe it's been built over time and no one's really tracked it and taken time to understand the complexities and the dependencies of all these different services that make up an application or a workload. So how can Wheela help us to perform these steps?
Right. So that's a great segue. So data center are built over time. And the way that Wheela does that discovery is by looking at networking traffic and knowing the interconnections between application to application server. So the key is automatic discovery, not only the servers, whether they are virtual server, physical server, or even internet services that you depend so much upon, to be able to automatically depend on it. Most enterprise that we work with, they don't have a documentation that's up to date or at all to describe that. So being able to discover all the entities, VM services, and then describe that interdependency automatically within a short period of time, we're talking about just with a few clicks, that's something that Wheela does.
Yeah, and that's fantastic because, I mean, you could sit down with an application owner and try to brainstorm all the different service dependencies and even external, out to the public internet or something like that. Maybe you have business partners that you're sending and receiving data from, but in most cases you're going to forget about it. You can't remember, you don't understand it. So with Wheela, we're able to automatically, very quickly identify all these services, the real services, by identifying and analyzing the network traffic that makes this happen. So then once we perform the migration, how can Wheela, why is Wheela important after that point? Is it because in the public cloud, you're paying for the services, as you consume them? Does Wheela help us to analyze the performance and capacity of the virtual machines?
Absolutely. So this is where our vision of application-centric IT comes in. We're in the private cloud. We encourage and promote the idea of infrastructure staff. When we maintain the infrastructure of the data center, we keep application in mind, right? When we move that concept, move the data center into public cloud, it's even more so that application drives business. Application performance plus end user experience is number one issue. So we should carry that spirit from the private cloud all the way to the public cloud, where infrastructure is somebody else's concern, but you still depend on it. But ultimately, you want to be monitoring on the end result, which is business objective, end user experience, application server response time, and monitoring, especially importantly, is looking at as one single entity. No matter it's being delivered from private or public cloud, or many times the workloads work together to deliver one service and monitoring on the application response time of that one service and all the users that use that one service is the spirit of our application-centric IT.
Yes, you make a great point. I mean, real-world applications are very complex. They're most likely you're not going to just move everything to the public cloud and be done, and it's that simple. There's hybrid IT happening, multiple clouds, multiple interactions and complexities between the applications. So if someone wanted to try out Wela for themselves and maybe see how it can help them, what do you recommend?
I really encourage people to contact us, and we do free trial for our customers. So that's not just a free trial. We do service included in it as well. We help you deploy the solution, which is software only, usually take about only 30 minutes to deploy. And with that, we give you a data center assessment. All the dependency that you need to do, you need to understand before you migrate, we'll do that for you already. And also, what we're good at is full stack visibility from application all the way down to your infrastructure. So we can identify not only your bottleneck, if you have any ongoing issues on performance throughout the free trial period, we'll identify the root cause for you. So we take that as a challenge. We love solving problems, so give us an opportunity, we'll solve the problem for you so that we prove ourselves to you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Chachi.
Thank you very much for the opportunity again, David.